Hey, Chili, the Fat Travel Guide here, coming to you from FNC Travel in Forest, Virginia. This is the first time we've tried this, and we'll see if it works. See what I need to do to make it better, and I would appreciate any comments or thoughts any of you have that might end up viewing this either live or later as a video. Now, as you notice from the title, we're calling this Cruise Industry News. It gives me a chance to relate some news going on in the cruise industry. For those of you that don't know, FNC Travel is a little online travel agency that I operate. Um, I've done a lot of cruising over the years, and I'm involved with a lot of people that do a lot of cruising. And it's just to make the industry better and relate more information, maybe to help you make a more informed decision on your next trip or next cruise or next vacation. So anyway, several of the things that I want to talk about today, um, as far as news goes, one of the interesting things that I found recently are some new ports of call that you're going to find coming online over the next couple of years. And just to relate some of those, MSC, some of you may not be that familiar with them. They're primarily a European cruise line. The MSC Divina has been in the Caribbean the past few years in the seaside as a new ship that just came to this area, sailing out of Fort Lauderdale this year. But MSC is opening a new Bahamas island called Ocean Cay, which should be open later on this year. Gives them a stop in the Bahamas. One of the other ones, Carnival is opening a new port on Grand Bahamas Island. That's the same island as Freeport. And it will be open next year. It's a $200 million cruise port. And let's see, Isla del Tigre, which is on the Pacific side of Honduras. Most of you are probably familiar with the Atlantic side or the Caribbean side of Honduras. With Rotan as one of the popular Western Caribbean stops. But Isla del Tigre, or Tiger Island, will be on the Pacific side. And that will be open, let's see, I don't think they have a date yet for that. But all these are expected to be open sometime within the next couple of years. That will be near, some of you may be familiar with Amapala, Honduras. It will be near that. It's an island right off the Pacific coast. Another possible new one, and this one is not written in stone yet, Lighthouse Point, which will be Disney Cruise Lines. Those of you that follow me, I don't do a lot with Disney, and probably need to add that into the FNC Travel's repertoire. But the Lighthouse Point will be a Bahamas island exclusively for Disney. That's coming up in the next couple years. One of the most interesting changes, for the first time in 3 years, Royal Caribbean will start sailing out of New Orleans. This year. It starts actually in the next couple of months. It will do some cruises to both the Western Caribbean and the Bahamas on the Vision of the Seas out of New Orleans. Royal Caribbean has not been in New Orleans for 3 years now. That will start later this year, go through the winter months. Then in the spring, I believe it is, Vision of the Sea goes to Barcelona and a European thing, and then ends up back in San Juan the latter part of 2019. But at least for now, she will be sailing out of New Orleans, which might just start New Orleans is a regular port for Royal Caribbean once again. Let's see some of the other things. MSC is also doing some major expansion. The inaugural cruise for the Grandiosa is now on sale. If you're interested in that, it will be totally a European itinerary ship. But if you might be interested, if you like to do inaugural cruises, that's on sale now. And I believe it's set to sail in November of 2019 from the port of Hamburg in Germany. And it will be going on a Mediterranean itinerary. And the MSC is also expanding into I call them boutique cruises, the smaller ship marketplace, which is kind of an expansion of their MSC Yacht Club that they have on their ships now, to a high-styled, high-end, small ship offerings. They will be starting sometime in 2023. So anyway, that's a little bit of the news going on in the cruise industry. The way I hope to do this is I will add some information as we go along. I've got to learn, quite frankly, how live works with YouTube. I've never done it before. I have done some live stuff on Facebook. But we'll be talking about cruise industry news when I get it. And of course, we have any changes to F&C travel, like new offerings and specials and that kind of thing. We'll throw those in too. And as usual, down in the description of this live broadcast, which will become a video, I understand, there'll be links anytime you need that. The latest thing from F&C Travel, the latest video at least, we did a video on Cabo San Lucas on the Mexican Riviera, which is posted now. And if you look down in the description of this, you'll find a link to that if you want to check it out. I'm getting a little bit better with my videos. So that's about it for now. This is Chillie from F&C Travel with the first volume of our cruise industry news. And hopefully we'll see you again soon.